Let's get this video started. Once again, this video is called Dating Two Guys at the Same Time. Let's get right into it.
From Amazon MGM Studios. Challengers is a...
So obviously this is an ad, but let's look at Zendaya for a second. Let's look at Zendaya, my ex-wife. Could you imagine being Tom Holland and watching this movie? Oh, look, I know in Hollywood, they call it legal cheating. You know, hey, sweetie, how was work? Oh my God, work was amazing. Let me just go to the bathroom right quick.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Anahita.
Anahita, what are you doing here today?
I am dating best friends.
All right, ladies, let's have a chat for a second. What do we think about what I can't remember what her name was. Do you guys remember what her name was? I think she just said it. What was her name? What do you guys do you guys remember? Ahita? Do we think Ahita is pretty? Do we think Ahita is pretty? Yay or nay? Yes, Suki says I think she's pretty. Maya says I think she's pretty. Nay. Okay. Not for everybody. I feel you on that. Is it what don't you? Okay, you know, I have a girlfriend, so really the only woman I think is attractive is my girlfriend, obviously.
Okay, what are your names? Perrin.
I'm Faraz.
Okay, I'm Anahita. Nice to meet you.
Anahita.
Like it.
I think that's a really pretty name, by the way.
Oh, okay. You speak Farsi?
I do.
I
Do you?
don't. I just.
Oh, it's just like shocking when people know the language.
My ex was Persian.
Oh, so you got to think for Persians.
I don't see.
All right, let's talk about something for a second. I don't know if any of y'all ever been on a date before, a first date, but if I had to give you any advice, let's not just blatantly bring up our ex unprovoked. That's a very quick way to get red listed or blacklisted. It's a quick way to get put on a list, and you will never hear from me again.
I'm Ben. This is my friend Lavender Gooms.
You can call me David, though.
Why do we call him Lavender Gooms?
Just gives off that vibe. But
How old are you guys?
She doesn't like him. That very, listen, I speak the language of women very fluently. That when he said that and she goes, immediately her ovaries shriveled. The Viagra walls closed up. They're not.
driver's license.
Sorry. They're 18. Yeah.
Good talking to you.
Bye. Anahita.
Kai.
Kai, nice to meet you.
Pitch each other as a potential partner.
What are his biggest red flags? Biggest green flags?
You drink too much.
What is too much? Like every weekend, every day?
So right now it's maybe like 3 times a week minimum.
Minimum, okay.
Yeah, I only do it socially though. I'm not the type to wake up and take a shot by myself. Yeah.
Tell us about Brandon.
Red flags.
He likes
That's a red flag.
exactly. That's his biggest red flag. He thinks he's very smart.
Time out. Pause. I mean, these are the worst best friends ever. If me and my best friend were to go on this show and we had to impress that girl and she was like, yo, what's your best friend's red flag? I'm being like, my best friend's red flag, he has trouble fitting in women. He's too girthy. It doesn't, like, you need like 30 minutes to an hour of foreplay just to get the tip in. Like, I'm hyping my man up so much. And they're just like, oh, he's an alcoholic, or oh, he's a narcissist. Like, these are the worst best friends ever.
Afterwards, right?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, good to meet you.
Who would have thought she would have
Bye.
hit the red button
Make
on
them
them?
gasp.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Anahita.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mikey.
Mikey?
Sean.
Sean.
What type of things are you into?
I like to be active. I've been getting to pickleball,
Oh, nice.
walks. You a pickleballer? I see that face.
Mikey once accidentally texted his mom when he actually meant to text someone he was seeing at the time.
Wow. It was spicy. I was trying to get some, and the message went to the wrong person. It's not something I'm proud of at all.
How did
Story time, because this reminded me of something. I accidentally sent my grandma an eggplant pic. And you might be thinking, how did you accidentally send your grandmother an eggplant pic? That is a great question, chat. So basically, my ex was very toxic, very, very toxic. And I had my grandmother hooked up to the Bluetooth of my car. So like, I'm talking to my grandmother and my ex is walking towards the car. And I tell my grandmother, hey, my girlfriend's coming. I'm going to talk to you later. My grandmother said, okay, I love you. I said, I love you too. And when I was saying I love you too and hung up the phone, my girl at that time was like, who was you talking to? I was talking to my grandmother. She did not believe me. So I showed her my caller ID. I say, look, I was on the phone with my grandmother. This is the last phone call. Here you go. So my ex thought I was lying. So she took it upon herself to switch her contact name with my grandmother's name. So when my ex was in the shower and I sent her an eggplant pic and I said, this is waiting for you when you get out. Yeah. And then my grandmother called me immediately and she was like, baby, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, what do you mean? And then it clicked. Wow. I'm talking to my grandmother, but it has my ex's name. And that's when I put two and two together that she swapped out or switched contacts in order to catch me texting or whatever to my grandmother. So
Between you two, who has more game?
Who pulls more?
Oh, me.
Yeah?
I mean, I would go outside. I would say me, but I go out more. Yeah,
You
I
go outside of the house.
Not a lot. I don't go outside a lot.
You party.
Not necessarily party.
Okay.
once again, Suki, the fact that you are encouraging that kind of behavior, go to timeout. Once again, these are the worst best friends ever. If me and my homeboy are going on a date, she's saying, who pulls more? I'm going to be like, yo, the only thing my friend does is read the Bible. That's it. All he does is read the Bible. That's it. And my homeboy going to say the same thing about me. It's not given.
Kyle, nice to meet you.
Kyle? Anahita.
Nice to meet you, Anahita. Avery.
Avery, nice.
This might be the first ever black person that I've met that goes by the name of Kyle. This might be the first black Kyle to ever exist. But at the same time, it's like the piercings kind of give it away. I know a black Kyle. I know two black Kyles. I know a few black Kyles. Okay, maybe I just don't get out as much, unfortunately. Okay, question. Has anyone in the chat ever liked the same guy? I have, but it wasn't like we liked her at the same time. It was more of a I liked her and then I stopped liking her and then my best friend liked her. It's kind of like that, but never like at the same time, but we still like the same person. It was college. I saw this girl. I was like, oh, she's cute. I was like, oh, she's cute. I wouldn't mind, rearranging her guts. And then my sweet mate was like, hey, Mark, I like her. Can you teach me how to talk to her? Can you give me any tips on how to talk to any women? I would love to really get to know her. So me being the best friend that I am, I was like, you know what? I won't rearrange her guts. I'm going to help my homeboy, or my sweet mate talk to her. I want to say 2 days ago was drilling her stuff.